Well, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon and good evening, depending on where you are. It's Tom from Came to Believe Recovery, and welcome to our Friday version of Recovery Live. I want to welcome everybody from California and the Midwest and here up and down the East Coast, and everybody over there in the UK that'll be joining us shortly in the evening. We're coming from to you from a special location today. You can see the fire in the background. We're not in my office, and we're not at retreat in California, but we are at the retreat center up on Schoolies Mountain, New Jersey, Liebenzell Retreat Center, where is the site of the retreat that will happen next weekend, October 7th through 9th here in New Jersey. And Patrice is joining me. She's the director of the facility here, and she's been helping us with all the planning and all the arrangements for the retreat next weekend. And you're excited to have us come, aren't you?
I am very excited.
And you do this all the time, don't you, Patrice?
All the time, all year long. The retreat center is open.
How many retreats run up here throughout the year?
A lot. We can have roughly between 4 and 5 different retreat groups every weekend. So you can imagine that would bring quite a bit throughout the whole entire year.
What are some of the special things that you like about what goes on up here?
I especially like meeting the people like yourself and the different groups that come. That's what I do best, is meet and greet and just making sure everybody's having a good time and getting to build those relationships with everyone. I especially love people.
And that's great. And as a side note, guys, we're going to be talking about that today, community and people and relationships that are developed out of things like this, like the retreat center. Well, we love coming up here, Patrice, because it has some really great activities like the hayride and the bonfire, which we don't have at the other retreats around the country. So the hayride is a big hit here.
Good. I'm excited for you guys to have that opportunity to use the hayride amenity and the bonfire. Yep, that's always a big one. In the summertime, we do have the pool back there as well. So we do have a pool. So those are our biggest amenities that we have right now.
And Liebenzell, this is retreat center. It's a couple hundred acres here up on Schoolies Mountain, right?
150.
Right. So it's a big area. And for all of you that don't know anything about New Jersey, we do have some country and some nice areas, right? Do. It's not like what you see at Newark Airport.
That's right. I always hear that. You're from New Jersey. How far are you from Newark Airport? We're about an hour, and we're in farm country.
And Schoolies Mountain is actually the highest mountain in Morris County, I think. So it's high up here. So if you guys are interested, if you're in our audience today and you're in the New Jersey metropolitan area, even Eastern Pennsylvania, even Southern New York State, or as far south as Maryland or any, and you want to come up and join us next weekend here on Schoolies Mountain, we'll have fires going, as you can see. We'll have a big bonfire, and we're going to share the steps the way the founders did it. And we're going to get you jump started and get you some tools to allow you to live happy, joyous, and free and begin your life living in a go. Well, thanks, Patrice, for coming.
Well, thank you.
We can't wait to see you next week. And when we come up here to bring the retreat, and thanks for everything that you're doing for us.
Okay, well, I'm excited to meet everybody. So enjoy.
Great. Have a great weekend. Tom. So Patrice is off to do her duties now, and we're here live this weekend. And again, next weekend, it's we're going to be here from the 7th through the 9th. So again, if you're interested, there are still openings. Please come. We even have a commuter option that we've opened. So if you want to just come for the day, come for the day. Today, we have a special guest on live in person here at Schoolies Mountain with me. Let's see if we can coax the legendary Lisa H. onto the show.
Legendary, maybe taking it a little bit too far.
I don't think so. Anyway, to get Lisa on the show in person is hard. It's hard enough to get her on the screen.
It's true. I'm not one for being on the screen, but this was my topic idea, so I kind of got pushed to be on, which is okay.
Yeah, pushed yourself on.
I And Cass.
And Cass. But Lisa and I came up this afternoon, this morning actually, to check over the retreat center because Lisa's actually going to be here running the registration and helping us run the retreat here because it's our local retreat, really, for us here in New Jersey. Sarah won't make this one, but I'm sure she'll make one of the ones here in the future. Let's see who we got on with us today on our feed so far. Well, Anna, of course, is always like the first one on. But she's also going to be on with us on screen today. So we're going to bring her on in a minute. Christina Grant. Christina, welcome to have you on. Doc. Hey, Doc, here you are. We're apparently Doc is friends with all these people that I didn't know about.
We're thinking we might call him on. I might send you the link, Doc, and get you on here.
Yeah, let's see if you come on, Doc. Sunny is on, and she will also be on. Danny Richards. So welcome everybody. We'll see who else is coming. Let's see if we get any of our UK friends on. My little birdie tells me that Melissa McManus may join us for a few minutes or for a little bit here on our show as we talk about friendships, relationships, unlikely matches, and community. That seems to be quite a big deal here at Came to Believe. So with that being said, Lisa had this idea, and she talked about it last week because of a lot of it is because of some experiences she had. So tell us your brainstorm about what we're doing today, Lisa.
So I've been working with Came to Believe now for 2 years. Hard to believe that. And I realized that in those 2 years, I've made so many friendships that I never would have thought I would have made years ago. I mean, it was great to see Anna on. Like, her and I message on our Facebook Messenger all the time. And her and Sunny's story, she left me a message on Messenger. I was walking in Walmart listening to it, crying. And it just hit me the level of community that comes from this organization. And it's something that I feel like we don't talk about enough, but it's so deep and it's so impactful that really, yes, we go through the steps, we teach you all that, but it's the people that support you every step of the way and then every day after. So, I've met people in Florida, BJ. I want to adopt her as my, mom, grandma for my kids. Like, she's just the sweetest, most compassionate woman. Taryn, again, another person who I adore her and I love talking to her. And I've just, there's been so many people. Pam would call me, Pam Rieger, and she'd always catch me on a crisis and have to hear me crying. And she would just comfort me. So it's just become so apparent how impactful this community is.
And when you were talking about it, Lisa, and we talked, it seems like such a natural thing for us to do, to talk about this. I've been doing this for a long, long time, years and years. And I have literally hundreds of friends and relationships all over the country and the world. And I think about that. Some people say, gosh, people everywhere. And I'm like, I do. Like, few people. Yeah, I know a whole bunch of people in England. Yeah, I know a bunch of people in Arizona and a whole bunch of people in California. But, they are really friends. They are relationships. Yeah. It's more than just an acquaintance. We share something because we had an experience together.
It's a shared experience.
Right. And so it's a big deal. They're parts of my life. And you're right. They don't go away. It's something that we don't talk about enough. Dale Barker's on. I've known Dale now for well over 30 years, I think, and we met back in a retreat, and we've been really the best of friends for a very, very long time. He's coming up for the retreat next week. I don't know how I would have ever met a Dale Barker,
right,
if it wasn't for this. And I think he would say the same thing. I was the jerk from New Jersey, and he was a surfer dude.
Fan.
Yes, and it's surprising that we're still friends, right? But, because the Red Sox are on the golf course, I think already, I don't care. But, I was the jerk from New Jersey. Dale was the surfer from Florida. How were we ever going to be friends? But we are today. And there's and many others. And there's Melissa on, and I know Melissa's going to join us. And I would have never met Melissa, who lives in Wales, And now I talked to Melissa this morning, or it was yesterday morning, but we're messaging. I don't know. It's like nothing, but these are real friends, And I met Melissa, and I spent time together at the retreat in North Pennines last year, and we're going to do it again this year. And Dee and Viv and people in Spain and people all over. It's really something.
Yeah.
So why don't we bring a couple of our guests
Okay.
on and let's talk about some of these relationships and where they came from. And guys, if you have any questions or comments, or you guys want to ask any of us anything about it, or you have a story about a relationship that you got through a connection through us or through recovery, let us know. We'd love to highlight you. Let's see. Oh yeah.
I was showing Dale #jerk from Jersey. I like that.
Who did he put that on?
He did, yeah.
Oh,
Jerk from Jersey. Gotta love Dale.
If I could type, I'd put Red Sox. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So who are we bringing on? You want to bring Anna on first?
Let's bring on Anna. Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
Here is the other famous Anna Branson, who has become a regular on our show. All of you that see, she's in the chat and the comments, and here she is live. How are you today, Anna?
I am great. Happy to be here with you guys.
Yeah, I'm happy to finally see you. We talk all the time, but it's so great to meet you.
Yes, absolutely.
And Anna, you found us from this, right? You found us from Recovery Live.
Yes, and honestly, it's been over a year I've been following Came to Believe, and I don't even remember how I found you guys. I guess it was just one of those things were perfectly placed. So
perfectly placed. Yeah. Well, Lisa actually found this story, and you can prep the story with Anna and Sunny, because you're the one who found out about the story.
Yeah.
Because Sunny started to show up on our show too, and then the story came out about how that all came about.
I think it was the week Sunny had won a T-shirt
yes.
that you had called me and left me that message. And again, I'm walking through Walmart, and she's like, "Lisa, are you there?" I'm like, "I am." And then she leaves me this long message, and I'm tearing up, shopping for my kids' clothes, and it just struck me, like, just how impactful and how there aren't accidents and there aren't coincidences. That whole line of events, because there's a bunch of things that happened that made that connection happen, and it's amazing. It's so powerful.
Yes, I remember that day. I was watching, and I was in the comments, and I always send my friends. You see Danny and all of them in the chat right now, but I'm always tagging them, like, "Come on in here." And Sunny is she's my sponsee, but she's my sister more than anything. Like, I just love her, and to see her win that day, I was like, wow, this is amazing, because it all started with the shirt. And that is so crazy. It all started with a shirt, and it was a Came to Believe shirt, and it wasn't even me. It was my husband, Wesley. And recovery's brought us to a different place today. But about a year ago, my husband was a bus rider. He was fighting to get his license back, as many of us do. So he was on the bus, and he had just won one of the shirts. So he was wearing it that day, and he was just sitting there minding his own business. And this lady says, "Hey, I like your shirt." And he starts talking to her about what we do, because we work with recovering addicts and alcoholics. And he was telling her, about me. He's like, "Well, I don't need to be having this conversation. I'm a married man." So he I'll give you my wife's information. So she ended up contacting me later, and we was doing Zoom meetings. So she started coming in maybe a couple of times, but it all started because of a shirt, because that End Addiction shirt. She had just got out of jail that day, and she wanted to go a different way. She wanted a new life, and that shirt was the key to where she is today. And that's amazing.
It really is. It just, who would have thought a shirt on a bus would have made such a powerful connection between the two of you? But should we bring Sunny on?
Let's bring her on.
All right.
Hello. Yes, I got chill bumps just listening to that.
Tribbles. I love that. All because of a shirt.
All because of a shirt.
Yes.
Right.
Hashtag end addiction. Yes.
I have my sweatshirt on today that says it.
Yes.
That shirt.
You know, and when we decided to do this, I think at least it was part of the conversation about end addiction. Was part of it was it's a very anybody will wear this.
Right.
So it's not so, we have our I Am Recovered shirts and we have stuff like that, which are a little less, more personal, if you're recovered. But these end addiction shirts, yeah, you go. They're all over the place. And I've been stopped places too. And people say, I love your shirt, love your shirt. But to have this relationship come out of that encounter is really something. So tell us from your side, Sonny.
Okay. So, yes, alcoholism ended up, years of it ended up with an arrest on September 11th of 2021. And I was incarcerated, thankfully, for 20 days. I prayed a jailhouse prayer while I was in there. And I said, God, you get me out of here. I'll never touch alcohol again. And by his strength, I have kept that vow. And here I am today. But yes, just shortly after getting out of jail, I was going to Walmart with my 2 children one day and got on the bus and was just passionate about ending addiction, knowing where all of that had taken me in life. And it was the turnaround. It's time for me to help somebody else now. Mm-hmm. Those shared experiences, understanding where someone else might be. And so saw the shirt on Wesley. I said, hey man, I like that shirt. And he said, thank you. Told me about his beautiful wife. And so I started, I attended a couple of the meetings on Zoom. But I was doing IOP as well as DUI classes at the time. So being a part of the meetings, everything was very intense. Got through those, came back on, joined the meetings again, and now here we are today. They're gracious to let me host sometimes on our meetings on Sunday nights. And I'm just a privilege to be in with you guys every Friday. And so many more great things happening. And it all started, these connections, with that hashtag End Addiction shirt.
So how close do you guys live to each other?
Very close. We're in the same city. So
yeah, about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And that's Lexington, right?
Yes. And I don't even think that you've had a retreat here yet. So
there's something to say about that. That this movement that we're spearheading all over, and we haven't even brought it to you as far as our retreat experience yet. And we're still having influence, though, and the influence is that you can be recovered, and that there is a power, and that power can infiltrate our lives and infuse us with the ability to grasp on these tools and live happy, joyous, and free.
Yes, I can
testify. It is on our top of the list for getting a retreat started out there. We have quite a few Kentuckians that join us, and some veterans too that have been around and have been to retreats in other states. So it's one of the ones that I keep nudging Tom about. Like, you need to get out there.
I'll do it. I'm a big
keep
girl.
Nudging him.
We did that one in Indiana, in North Webster, and like half the team in Indiana committed to coming to Kentucky. They said they drive. Wow. And they come. So it's on my radar. We got a few things going with the retreat next weekend here, and then we are going into the Bronx to do that thing in the Bronx with the shelter, and then I'm off helping them out. We're going to work on the charity over there in Europe, and then we're coming to Kentucky, guys. So,
okay.
Is it cold in the winter there? I mean, what's it like in February?
Oh, that's when the snow comes.
Well, Kentucky is a place where we kind of have every season daily. Like, you might wake up and it'll be really cold, and then it starts to warm up and you're like, maybe I can put on some shorts, and then an hour later you're freezing again. So
yeah,
we have very bipolar weather here.
Bipolar weather.
Yeah.
I like that.
Today is one of those days in Jersey, I have a feeling. So
yeah. Well, we've got a few more guests, I think, coming on, and we want to keep you ladies stay on. Of course, we want to keep the conversation going about the community, because we're going to create a community right here.
Right. Well, what's funny is the next guest that we have on, when I brought her in prior to starting the live stream, they said, "Hi, Sunny." And I was like, "You guys know each other?" One lives in California, one lives in Kentucky. I said, "How do you know each other?" And they'll share that story. So I didn't even realize that the other guest was connected with them. So I'm gonna bring on Taryn.
Good morning.
Hey.
Good afternoon, midday.
So Taryn, tell us how you and Sunny and Anna know each other. Tell us that story, because that was unexpected.
I know Anna from being a recovery live person. She is the first person. Usually, I always look at her beautiful picture of her wedding. And I don't Facebook, but it's a beautiful picture. That's how I now know that I am connected to Anna, and I will be connected to Anna going forward. Sunny and I participate in two book studies a week on Zoom, and I've had the privilege of spending some time with her in the book studies. We haven't really been able to branch too much out from that, but I already know she's my little sister, and I love her. She's vital, and it's just the way things happen here. I saw in the comments somebody said that a divine appointment, and they all are. And then come to find out, as we all got on here, we're all interconnected by another person, Doc.
Right.
We love you, Doc.
Doc my entire sober life. My very first retreat. That's where I met Tom. That's how Tom. And I don't think you're a jerk from Jersey, but I definitely thought you were a cop and a button down the front kind of guy, because I was a biker. So you know what they look like. The hair's all trimmed. They look real proper. And that's what I thought. I thought he was a cop. And I thought, oh, no, this is going to be a rough weekend. But, but I've just come to love Sunny and her perspectives and how bright and articulate she is in spiritual matters. And I just, if she doesn't know, I want her to know that she is on my list for prayer, and you're going right on that list because you direct her and you guide her, and and I'm grateful. A shout out to Doc, because he actually got it going for me. At my first retreat, he prayed for me, and here I'm still here. So yeah, I'm getting all crybaby face, and I know Tom says I don't cry. So
well, Taryn and I were in a meeting this past weekend, and she held me after I have some stuff going on with my family, and Taryn's usually the one crying, but she got me going. And I was wiping the tears away. And I'm just so grateful to have, I don't see Taryn, I don't talk to Taryn that frequently, but knowing that she has my back, knowing she is praying for me and my family when we're going through stuff, it just means so much. And I didn't have that community really, like before joining here. Like I have a couple girlfriends, but to have this large community of people that if you call them up and you just needed to talk, they're there for you, and that's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
And they're real. They care, truly.
Yeah.
Yes, it's real.
Yep.
I think it comes from a struggle that we've all had, and pain and a connection, and then the need to find a power and a need to find a way out, right, of a struggle. And then there's a camaraderie to that, right? And it's certainly community and family. I'm always struck with how, like, I see Taryn usually like once a year now, right, Taryn? Maybe twice, but once anyway.
Well, because I haven't been traveling as much. We were seeing each other pretty much every other weekend there for a while.
Yeah. But it's as though no day has passed, when we get together. And it's the same when I go over and see the guys in the UK. And it's the same when I go into Florida. And it's really something. I think I've gotten used to it more, Lisa, because of the years of this than you are seeing it, more. And wait till this weekend, because you're going to meet some of these people this weekend that you've never met before.
Well, I'm excited to get a famous BJ hug, because I heard her.
They're good. I sparked a friendship with BJ that I would have never. The retreat that I met her at was, I think, my second retreat, and I would have never thought that the two of us would. I absolutely adore her. She is my sister. She is my mentor. She's an Al-Anon, and I'm a Al-Anonically alcoholic Al-Anon myself, and her husband and her supported Prescott for a very long time by their presence, and she has always been a very valuable person in my life. So I can see why you would why you feel the way that you do toward her, Lisa, because it's genuine. You get the real deal with her. That is the one thing I'll say about these friendships here. All my life I hung with phony people that were trying to be somebody other than who they were. And here I have found people who are genuine. It takes some of us a while to get there.
Yeah.
It takes some of us a while to be transparent and willing. But once that comes out of us, you have us for life. Tom's stuck. Whether I like the Yankees or not, Tom's stuck. He's my button down the front Jersey guy because I'm from Philly. So I love a Jersey boy, you know? And so I am amazed at the plethora of people in my life that have enriched my life with just the silliest little things, you know? So I will always be grateful for what we've got here. You know, this is something very special.
I joined on right when it was all virtual retreats. So all the relationships that I've made have been virtual. I have not really met anybody in person yet.
Did you know you were prayed for before you got here, though? Because I was in Texas before there was ever a virtual retreat. And I spent a week or two with Tom, and we talked about you.
Oh, how
and you
fun.
becoming his secretary. Because the seed had been planted.
Well, Tom and I go way back. So
yeah, you go.
Like, he might be my boss now, but
you know the truth.
just as long as the pizza incident of 2017 doesn't come up
we
again.
We had a formal lawyer settle this, Tom. You were guilty. Guilty.
I was guilty.
Guilty as charged. Pizza thievery from a pregnant lady.
It's still one of my toughest.
That's a capital offense.
It's
right?
a capital.
You don't mess with pregnant women. You don't mess with them.
No.
I didn't think I was.
Yeah,
it was.
I wanted that.
That was a huge mistake, and I thought we were going out for a nice lunch. But anyway, the pizza incident I don't even know when that was, but it was a while ago. But Lisa and I started working together in like 2014 or 13 even at the university, and we got to be friends pretty quickly, I think, and then all along. And I always knew she was going to work for me. I think she laughed all the time. One day you're going to work for me. I can't wait till you work for me.
He would say that. And here I am.
But
now I don't know who works for who. So
you have to have good people behind there has to be somebody good standing behind you. There's got to be somebody backing you up. And even if you think there's not somebody backing you up, there's always somebody backing you up.
Yeah.
You know,
we're a community we're a community as an organization, as an operational too. We work together. We want to accentuate all of our strengths and try to mitigate our weaknesses and make sure that what we're doing here is getting the message out to save others just like you guys, and to facilitate messages like this, and to make sure that friendships get everything we can do to help you, and then let's make more opportunities, right? I remember when I met Taryn, though. I was scared of Taryn.
Yeah. Why?
I was scared of Taryn. Taryn was
a little rough around the edges.
She was rough around the edges.
See, I'm drawn to people like that.
Yeah.
They have the biggest hearts.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
They do.
I was like, what's up with that? Yeah, she was, we were in...
and you were so pleasant yourself.
Yeah, well, me and Michael Kohler were the jerks from New Jersey then. We were arrogant. We didn't know what we were there. Wesley's on. We were, and I think back, we were kind of that way. But did Melissa join us?
Yes, Melissa is in the back room.
So you know what, guys? We're going to bring. Yes, Chris is in the Chris Keogh's in Ireland. But talking about our international connections, now these guys, if you guys all say that you know Melissa, I'm going to lose it, you know.
I
But
do.
let's bring Melissa on from
All
Wales.
right.
Hey, Melissa, how are you?
Hello.
Big catches to you. Big catches
Good
to you.
you. Good
Oh,
you.
it's so good to see you. Oh,
What is this a new word, Melissa, now?
no, it's Welsh.
No, it's a Welsh
It's the
word.
hug.
Oh,
Kutch.
share.
Kutch is
Kutch.
a hug
Yeah.
in Welsh. Yeah.
What's that other word I learned the other day?
Chinwag.
Oh, a chinwag.
Chinwag. Don't know that one.
Chinwag, yeah. I was
Now-
talking to somebody in a meeting and I said, you know, it's been ages since we caught up. You know, when I get back from Spain, I'll give you a call and we'll have a good chinwag. And Tom's like, a chinwag? What is a chinwag?
I love it. That's awesome.
then Melissa's sending me definitions of it in WhatsApp thing, just so I knew. And then busting my chops, I'm like, all right, I know what that is now.
Is it in Google Translator? Like, can we type
Yeah.
it in?
That's
I love it.
hysterical. I love it.
You can always count on Melissa to have these just off the cuff Welsh things. And I'm like, what's she talking about?
Yeah, she's got
Right.
some good idioms from.
She
Yeah, I'm always like, wait, what?
Um,
But Melissa's someone that we connected through the virtual retreats, and we found out we have kids that are born the same week. So we have a lot in common with that, and kind of share some of our trials and tribulations with them. And my daughter calls her son her best friend from the other country because she doesn't. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
because they sent Valentine's
What's that?
They sent,
Are we talking
they
to
sent
Toby?
Valentine's cards, didn't they, to
Yes,
each other?
yes. During COVID, they send each other Valentine's Day cards. So now he's her best friend. So it's very sweet.
How's your mom, How's your mom, Millie?
She when I was over in the States, she got taken into hospital with her eye and nearly lost her eye. So she's had a really hard time with that. But otherwise, she's really well. Yeah, she's
We're
really
gonna
well.
have to talk. It's been a while. We need to catch up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So just to see, as you guys are seeing, if you guys, you know, in the audience watching us, you know, we have two lovely ladies from Kentucky, a lovely lady from Phoenix, Arizona, well, California.
Yeah,
I never know where you are.
Right, I'm in the right state.
And from New Jersey and from Wales. And I've met you. I haven't met Anna and Sunny in person, but everyone else I have. But you know, Melissa and I met. When did we meet, Melissa? We met at, was it a couple years ago in
Yeah, it's been about coming up 3 years, I think.
3 years in North Pennines, and Melissa actually is quite involved with us and helps us running registrations over in the UK for all the retreats over in the UK. So, you know, Melissa started with us as a virtual, right, Melissa? That was your first retreat.
No, I did 2 on-ground retreats. Gordon was actually Gordon was actually the first person I met. He took me through the retreat, so I built a really good connection with him and a couple of other people. And then I went to Paul Doyle's retreat in Buckfast Abbey, and then we went into lockdown. And I was still very early sober at the time.
Yeah. But you know, again, the relationships and the friendships are just, you know, they grow all the time. And Melissa and I talk relatively often, sometimes more than not. And we're going to be together again in a couple of weeks because we're going to do the North Pennines retreat up outside of Newcastle in the UK. And then she does promise that she's going to come over here to New York and go to a Yankee game. And go to a Yankee game.
That's my next.
Right?
Yeah, as long as I don't have the trouble I had trying to get home that I had in August.
You know, but that's, you know, that is one of those things, though, guys. It's funny, this panically phone call from Melissa a few weeks ago, you know, when her flight was canceled. And what am I going to do? What am I going to do? You know, but I love that. Somebody, a friend of mine that lives in Wales and can call and we can just connect and just comfort each other and say, you'll be all right. You're going to be okay. And she was okay. She was on one of the biggest planes she was ever on, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
She asked me, guys, you guys will think this is funny. She goes, and they've got me on this Delta Airlines. Who is that? What am I going to make it? I'm like, they're like the biggest airline in the world, Melissa. Don't worry about it. But I thought it was very funny.
Now, Sunny, the
Yes.
Gordon that we meet with
Yes.
is also a friend of Melissa's. So there's another connection.
Okay.
Connection.
I love Gordon. My.
Me too.
What a pure soul. He's just
Gordon.
just so, yeah, beautiful things to say and share in our meetings when we read with Doc the book.
We're talking Gordon from UK. Gordon.
We are.
Yeah, I met him also through the virtual retreats, and I think, close your earmuffs, Tom. He's one of the most impactful speakers I've watched. He has just such a way to visualize the concepts and like what he's trying to teach. And he's just him, and there's another gentleman from the UK that I love to listen to, and that's Viv.
Yeah.
And the two of them, just, I mean, this was all new to me, and you know, I had chills the whole weekend that I was on the virtual retreat, and just loved listening to everything. So yeah, that's awesome. I didn't realize he was on those readings as well with you guys.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I met Gordon in the Long Island retreat.
Yes, we did.
He came to Long Island, and this was 5 or 6 years ago now. And him and I were fast friends quick. And he does have an amazing story, and he has a way with telling this. And he has a great ministry that he works in prisons and things. And Gordon is a valuable part of what we do, and a valuable member, and just so strong with us. And he will be through the future. And he's had a huge effect on our lives. Melissa can say huge effect on her life, continues to have it on mine and the rest of us. So it's just another example
I know.
of all of this stuff that's going on. Oh, but Lisa, it's got to go back. Did you see the bad comment that Dale made about you?
I did. But
he took a shot at you.
He did. Well, he
know.
prefaced it with a nice thing. Wait, which one? The one about dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Well,
good. That was a nice. That was ballsy, Dale. Take that shot.
That was. It's all right. I forget why I couldn't come. Why couldn't I come?
I don't know.
I don't remember. There was a reason. I think I wanted to come meet you guys for Taylor ham, egg, and cheese sandwiches, but Tom said that wasn't feasible, if I remember correctly.
What, Taylor ham, egg, and cheese?
Yeah, in the morning, because you guys were leaving to go out to California or something.
Oh, something, yeah.
It was going to initiate you into the Jersey Sandwich Club there.
All right. And it is Taylor ham, egg, and cheese.
It is Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, for
So,
anyone wondering. Hashtag
right.
Taylor ham, not pork roll.
So that's
guys,
a New Jersey breakfast sandwich?
It is. It
Yeah.
is. And
Okay.
it's a topic of heated debates around the state. So
no,
That
it's
sounds-
not a debate. There's right people and wrong people. That's how this goes, right?
Yeah.
The pork roll people are wrong.
sure.
The Taylor ham people are right. And Lisa's she gets it.
I'm a
I don't know
Taylor
what Sarah would say, but I bet she says Taylor ham because she's from our
Says
area.
Taylor
Yeah.
ham and
She
egg
says Taylor ham.
Taylor ham, egg, and
for
cheese.
life.
No.
So-
For life.
So, there's another friendship because Sarah, who has joined our team, who's saying, and I think she was surprised too, at the way that relationships are. It's not quite the typical job, it's a family. It really is a family, and she's certainly become part of our family. Because Sarah, behind the scenes, she wasn't able to join us today, and her engagement party's tomorrow,
Mhm.
of which
Ah,
I'm going to go to her.
Congratulations.
That's really nice. Shocked I could be friends with Tom. That's what Sarah says.
I think a lot of
And
people
that's
felt
why
that
she
though,
fits in
Sarah.
so well. What's that, Taryn?
I think a lot of people may have felt that way. But once you get to know him, he kind of grows on you like fungus and mold. And it's just one of those things.
Tree moss. I feel it.
Oh,
There you
I
go.
love that.
Sometimes I wonder if I have to be on this show.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You do. You balance it. Look, it's a room full of women. We need you here.
And you like being in rooms full of women. And I mean that in the most puritanical way. We bring out the boy in you, and the Jersey boy in you is, it's sweet.
I don't know, Melissa. I did think about this today as I was just before we went on. I'm like, I'm going into the lion's den here with all these, with all you guys. I almost had to quick get Dale Barker on.
He's beating me up on the
because
backside.
he's beating me up on the backside too.
Right. So.
Team Dale.
But guys, if you're listening to us and you're wondering who are these crazy people, you know, we are not a glum lot. We have come from the depths of addiction, and our stories were really serious at one time, and we were on the edge of death and destruction. All of us were, and you can hear our stories in some of the testimonials or come to one of the retreats. But we have found freedom through this program. We've found freedom through a power that's greater than us, that has entered into our hearts and lives in a miraculous way for us today, and has allowed us to accomplish these things and have these friendships and have all this stuff. If sounds like this is a life you want, if you want to join us here on this happy road of freedom, you know, go to the website, look up our next retreat, come meet us out here in New Jersey next weekend. It's going to be beautiful here on Schoolies Mountain. I think Sonny and Anna should get on a plane.
Oh my goodness, that would be
I'd love to fly. I can't get Anna into a plane.
You know, but Sonny, get on a plane and come and meet us. You know, BJ's going to be here, Dale's going to be here, we're going to be up here, and get that jump start to life and get those tools like we have today. And we really do have a lot of fun. Yeah. This is not an act, guys. We do have a lot of fun.
No, the freedom is liberating. It's just liberating, like nothing I've ever known.
You know, the program that the founders had, this program that we present, never did promise us a struggle. It never said there was a struggle, right? It promised us freedom and a new happiness and a whole new attitude on life, and intuitively know how to handle situations that used to baffle us, and living on a broad highway. I mean, the promises of what the life can be are just absolutely fantastic. And not one of them says, and it's going to be a struggle on a daily basis. Now, the struggle is knowing people like Dale Barker. Then you have to, there is a struggle in life, but it's people, patience and tolerance, right, guys?
I have a feeling I'm in for it when Dale gets here, because he took another jab. I'm excited to meet you as well, Dale. We've had a lot of virtual time together. I'm excited to meet you as well. It's just the BJ hugs. They're just, I don't know. That's what I'm excited for with BJ.
I'm feeling good because the pizza story had me in the bottom, but now Lisa's taking a beating, or Dale's going to take a beating.
Someone had asked if you'd done a step 4 on the pizza incident.
Step 9.
Step 9. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I read
on
it
the
wrong.
pizza. Listen, guys, if we're going to have to go, we don't want to go into this again, but there's 2 sides to the story. Yes, I was pronounced guilty by
a true lawyer.
Taryn, what are you laughing about?
The comment, a true lawyer.
A true lawyer.
It wasn't just someone pretending. Like he's
there you go.
That is JD, right? Isn't that?
And he did, yeah. And
did you hang your head down low, Tom?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he did the
welcome shoot. But it was, I mean, all kidding aside, it was quite effectual for a day or two. I mean, it was not a good day.
And how many years ago was this?
The friendship was on the bubble, I think.
Well, I was pregnant, so probably 2016.
Yeah. That's right. Yep. Pickles and pistachios. You don't mess with that stuff.
Pistachios. Oh, do you have? Did you steal someone's pistachios?
No.
No, you were saying no. He brings his own cashews.
I bring my own cashews. Right.
Oh, those are so good, especially when they're warm.
Yeah.
You should get those for the bonfire here. Warm cashews.
Warm cashews. I love. Yep, they're a great, very nutritious nut. Alicia would tell us too, and we did see Alicia was on too. Alicia Martinez. She was at the Sacramento airport. She must be flying somewhere.
Oh, I missed that.
I don't know where she's going, but she's on her way someplace.
Alicia's another one. I need to spend more time with Alicia and learn from her, because she's got a wealth of knowledge that I need, and I just need to be ready to accept it. So I'm not there yet, but I need it.
Yeah, Alicia's a force, and she's really become also a very strong part of our volunteer core behind the scenes leadership core, as which I'm sure you, just like Taryn and Melissa have, and Anna and Sunny don't know it yet, but they're going to be a strong part of our volunteer core as they run multiple retreats in the Kentucky area.
Kentucky strong. Yeah.
Right.
Strong, right. And get them Yankees shirts and stuff. They'll all be good. Sue Foreman's joining us. Lori.
I already told you, Tom, I work an honest program today.
So what is that supposed to mean?
Trying to get me to lie to come to your team? He said just agree that you're a Yankees fan. I'm like, huh?
Not happening.
But that means that you are a Yankees fan. I'm just getting you to say you are one and be one. That's all.
You're speaking in faith. This is faith in action right now.
Yeah, that's
what we're saying.
I'm bringing words out and have you just say, yes, I just heard a revelation. I should be a Yankees fan, therefore I am.
I tell you what, I'm not a fan of any baseball team, so I might as well go with the Yankees. How does that sound?
There we go. That's all we're saying.
All right.
Sonny, we're going to put a step on that.
And Elisa, did you hear Elisa say that? She needs you.
Me too.
She needs you. I know Alicia's waiting to hear anybody say they need her. She's got so much knowledge. Alicia is she's got a lot to share. All right, let's see, who else do we have? Jonathan Klein, blessings from New York. Jonathan, we'd love to see your name on our registration list here for the retreat. We'd love to see you, brother.
Another friend.
Fellowship. What?
There's another friend.
Yeah.
Jonathan through Zoom. Just matter of fact, he was with us on Wednesday night.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Anthony from Florida. These are faithful guys.
Oh, hey guys, we got to remember, we go Twins. What's Jamie West with the Twins? He needs to be just banished. Hashtag recovered, guys. We are going to do a shirt giveaway. All you guys, let's go. We're running. Our time is running. This is one of the shortest hours of the day this time. Hashtag recovered in the comment section gets you a chance to win a shirt.
And who knows what connection that'll bring for you? Because look, it brought Anna and Sunny together.
It all started with the shirt.
It did.
It's shirt from Recovery Live.
Yes.
And you're gonna have to get Doc on here, Tom. You just
I
get
Doc on. I'm thinking he might not be able to join us, but I did send it to him, hoping maybe.
Yes, I wear my hashtag end addiction shirt every Saturday. I work a double. I go door to door delivering Chinese food. I'm waiting for another connection. That's what I do. I wear it every Saturday proudly. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait. I will certainly let you know when that happens.
And Sue Foreman is reminding me, obviously, about the Leesburg retreat as well. That's in November. So that's in Leesburg, Florida. If you guys, anybody listening is in the Florida area, Leesburg retreat is filling up, right, Lisa?
Yes.
There's more people that's filling up too. Yeah, Sonny, I wear my stuff too. I wear the End Addiction sweatshirt all the time. And I do wear my I Am Recovered shirt a lot. And I love watching people look at it because they just don't quite know what to do about that.
Yes.
And they look up and down, and I always say, go ahead, you can ask.
Yeah.
And so this stuff makes a difference. And so this was designed by Tim Anderson, who you guys have seen on our show before. He designed this. And it's just a great thing. We want that message to get out there. It's so great that you guys joined us. It's great that you guys have become such great friends. We want to hear more of these stories. And we hope you guys would be willing to come on again. I hope you would.
Certainly. It's been a beautiful time. Thank you.
Yes,
be willing
anytime.
To come on again. And you guys just keep rocking, and then we'll be in touch soon. I think beginning of the year, we're going to be down there in Kentucky, and wait till we're all together in a room coming live from someplace in Kentucky.
And don't
as we're ready to change lives in person there.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys. It was so nice to meet you and
Welcome.
see you and talk to you.
It was nice to
God
meet you
bless
too.
Lisa.
Thank you.
Mom will see
Bye,
you soon.
Taryn.
Bye, Taryn.
See you girls.
All right, so now we're going to do the shirts. So one more time, right? Schoolies Mountain is this weekend, next weekend, 7th through 9th of October. Go on our website and you can register. Leesburg is November 11th through the 13th in Florida. You can go down there and register there. And then the virtual retreat's coming, right?
Yeah,
Lisa?
we have virtual retreat in January. I think it's 6th, 7th, and 8th, if I'm remembering correctly.
Mhm.
We're going to be opening registration soon. And that retreat is awesome because you get people from all over the United States, but then you have people in London and Wales and everywhere actually within England, Ireland. It's awesome. Like I've met so many cool people. We might even have someone from Spain on that one. So yeah, it's fun. It's neat to hear experiences from all over the world, and we do breakout sessions. So you get to actually know these people and talk to them and make relationships, and that's really special. So yeah, if you can come, we're going to open registration soon. We'll make a big announcement.
And it worked.
It worked.
The virtuals have worked. We've run 15 of them, and we're looking forward to this one right after New Year's. So your New Year's resolution is join us on the virtual and get recovered.
Yeah.
All right,
Are we
hashtag
doing
recovered.
it?
How many do we have?
Let's see. We have 11.
We have 11. We'll give you another minute or so. Hashtag, what's this? Sweatshirts. Jamie wants sweatshirts. Should we send sweatshirts?
Well, that's a big one. We
It's up to Lisa.
We got to get that number up.
Yeah, let's get it
How
up.
high can we get that number up?
Yeah.
Let's see. What music? You guys want music? Here we go.
I can't read that. We're 11.
It's 11. It's 11. It's not moving.
We need it up to like 15 and get a sweatshirt.
Yeah. What happens there? That's what the music doesn't No, we're stuck at 11.
All right, let's see who gets it.
Alrighty, let's go. Woohoo!
Chris Keo from Ireland. I think that's the second one, Chris. That's good. You have to hand one out to someone else.
That's right.
Right? I mean, you can keep it, I guess, but hand it out. That helps it makes it exponential. Someone that might see the shirt and come on and tell the same story that Anna and Sunny told, which is it all started with a shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
So thanks everybody for being here with us today. We're so excited about next weekend. It's been great coming to you from Liebenzell here on Schoolies Mountain. We've had the fire behind us. Lisa and I have had a nice time kicking back here. We're off on our day. Hope you guys all have a great weekend. And we will see Casera tomorrow at her engagement party. And we'll see you guys all next Friday. We'll be live from here, right?
Yeah, we haven't talked about it, but sure, why not?
So we're going to actually be here for the retreat next week. We'll have BJ in person. We'll have Dale Barker in person. Lisa will be here. So we'll be coming live from you from Schoolies Mountain and another week. So just have a great weekend, and let's be honest, loving, unselfish, pure in motive, and let's go out and change the world. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye.